Morning, all. The warden sends her regrets. She'll be a little bit late joining us, probably a half an hour to 3/4 of an hour. So you got me again. So yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. And just to add to that, we're going to start the meeting a little bit different this morning. I was reading some comments by the MP for the riding of Timmins James Bay, Charlie Angus. And I thought it would be appropriate to read a little bit of what he wrote the other day. He says, "We Canadians have been thrust awake into a dark and frightening time. Many are reaching into the past to make sense of it, hoping to find something to get us through. And we've been finding it in family memories, songs, and stories of our nation's past. We invoke Juno Beach, Vimy Ridge, and Gord Downie. We are relearning hero tales like Laura Secord and finding our inner Terry Fox. These tales not only strengthen us individually, but they make us stronger collectively. There's no way I can tackle the scary things ahead, but we are a whole different matter together. And Canadians are becoming increasingly stronger as we rediscover the fact that what binds us together is so much greater than what separates us. From elbows up, we are transformed into arms linked, and that creates a force that can't be defeated." And I asked Rob to play a short little video here this morning that maybe some of you have seen, but I thought would be appropriate to play this morning. So Rob, if you would be so kind, please.
Hey, I know it's in our nature to cut a guy some slack, give him the benefit of the doubt, like maybe he was confused or just joking or just maybe really needed a double-double. But this isn't that guy. These aren't those people, and those are not the Rockies. They make a lot of mistakes. They mistake our modesty for meekness, our kindness for consent, our nation for another star on their flag, and our love of a hot, cheesy poutine with their love of a hot, cheesy Putin. They think they can bully us, threaten us, and push us around, but they do not know us. That artificially drawn line they keep talking about, not artificial, and it's not on a map. It's right here. This is the land that Terry ran, the land that Gord sang about. This is the birthplace of peanut butter and ketchup chips and yoga pants. It is the land of universal health care and the bench clearing for all, of innovation and optimism and getting her done. This is the land of the peacekeeper and the Shawinigan handshake. Are we perfect? No, but we are not the 51st anything. We are the first to unite in a crisis, the first to build bridges, not walls, and the first to stand on guard for thee. My name is Jeff, and we are Canadian. Thank you.
I've watched that dozens of times.
Canadian farm
every time. That gets me every time. So, if you'd be so kind to join me, and we'll stand and sing "O Canada."
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Madam Clerk, would you take the roll call, please?
Thank you and good morning, everyone. Councillor Mackey, Councillor McKay, Councillor Carlton, Councillor Pringle, Councillor McQueen,
Here.
Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Patterson, Councillor Dickert, Councillor Kentner, Councillor Keaveney, Councillor Body, Councillor Gregg, Deputy Warden Milne,
Present.
Councillor Dobreen. Warden Matrosovs will be joining us momentarily. Councillor Bourdignon, I think sends his regrets at this time. Councillor Eccles, Councillor Hutchinson. Thank you. We have all members in attendance today with the exception of Warden Matrosovs at this time. Councillor.
Thank you, Chair. Before we begin, I want to respectfully acknowledge that we are gathering on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, the people of the three fires known as Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations. And further, we give thanks to the Chippewas, the Saugeen, and the Chippewas and Nawash, known collectively as the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, the traditional keepers of these lands and waters since time immemorial. To our south lies the traditional territories of the Confederacy of the Haudenosaunee and the Six Nations of the Grand River. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, and friendship with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Is there any declaration of interest related to any item on this morning's agenda? Not seeing any. If one should arise during the course of the meeting, you can declare it at any time. We have some minutes of some meetings to consider. The first is the public meeting, OPA 25 minutes dated February 26th of 25. Someone care to move the adoption or the receiving of those minutes? Councillor Carlton and Councillor Mackey. Any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. We also have the meeting minutes from the County Council and Committee of the Whole meetings minutes from February 27th. Someone care to move those? Councillor Keaveney. Councillor Nielsen, thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. We have Board of Health minutes. And is Dr. Era going to be joining us this morning? Sure. The clerk has suggested we come back to that in a few minutes. And first we'll consider the bylaw, the confirming bylaw. Is that the one? Yeah. Can we do that before we receive the minutes?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Would someone care to move the confirming bylaw? Councillor Body, seconded by Councillor Eccles. Any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. That leaves us with news and celebrations. Oh, Dr. Era is online now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
There you are.
sir.
Very good, sir. So we have the meeting minutes from December 20th and any other remarks you'd care to give us. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. I apologize. I didn't have the link. Now I have it. And I apologize for my camera. If I turn it on, the quality of voice will be threatened. The only high point or good point to share with council is the measles situation in Southern Ontario. Obviously, there is circulation of measles. I wanted to reassure the public through the council and inform the council that there has not been any case after the November case in Grey Bruce that was recovered, and there was no further cases reported in Grey Bruce. We continue to receive reports of suspect cases, but none that was confirmed. And the other point was the new council, new board, the new board for 2025 had its first meeting in January, and orientation and everything is on track for a good year and good support of the health of the public in Grey Bruce. I'll stop there, Mr. Chair. Open for questions as always.
Thank you, Dr. Era. Are there any questions for Dr. Era? Not seeing any. We have a mover and second. No, we don't. We need a mover and second to receive those minutes. Councillor Eccles, second by Councillor Patterson. Thank you. Any discussion on the minutes? All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much, Dr. Era. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Take care.
Yep. Alrighty, that brings us then to news and celebrations. Kevin, would you like to come up and start your certainly good news? Please.
Good morning, Warden, County Council. Really happy to be here today to recognize some of our finest paramedics. Last October, they were awarded the Exemplary Service Medal. I'll just give you a bit of information on that medal. And the Emergency Medical Services Exemplary Service Medal, created on July 7th, 1994, recognizes professionals in the provision of pre-hospital emergency medical services to the public who have performed their duties in an exemplary manner, characterized by good conduct, industry, and efficiency. To be recognized with this medal, it's not just about being a great paramedic, it's also about giving back to the profession and also giving back to the community, which is really evaluated highly in this. Recipients must have been employed with emergency medical services on or after October 31st, 1991, and have completed 20 years of exemplary service, and 10 years of that must have been on the front line. This is an elite club. At any given time right now, there's 11,000 paramedics on the road, and of all the ones that have retired since that time, there's only been 2,400 medals handed out. So very distinguished honor for these paramedics, and happy to have them here today. So you want to come up? We have Paul Sollers. He works out of our one sound base and been there pretty much your whole career, I would say. Sherry, she worked mostly at our one sound with Paul, but now she's also doing community paramedic and is afloat. And Steph, I remember you started in Markdale a long time ago. No, I mean, not a lot time ago. We're not that old, and she works out of our Craig Leith base now. Today, Melissa Kaufman and Shauna Schaefer and Brady Watson weren't able to be with us, but I definitely recognize them as well. So there's some certificates for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Deputy Warden, one more time. Sorry.
Always exciting to acknowledge people that work so hard to keep our community safe. Councillor Body.
Thank you, Deputy Warren Melton. Yeah, you know, they we get these reports that talk about the paramedics and the ambulance service on paper, and words on paper look different. You know, they say that a picture is worth $1 million, but seeing it live and seeing experience is that much more. I've had the experience of being up in the emergency department a few times in the last couple of weeks. One of them was Tuesday, the 18th, coming out of Family Day, when every road in Grey Bruce was closed. And there's 3 ambulances there. We saw 2 more with lights going when we were coming out of there. The care was obvious. My wife was commenting on the care of the ambulance workers with the patients that they were bringing in, and the equipment that is on those stretchers, and how people are being looked after by our paramedics. And when you see it live, it's amazing. Thanks.
Thanks, Ian. Very true. Very true. Savannah Myers has an exciting announcement to make. Savannah, please.
Thank you very much. Good morning, County Council. I am very pleased to share with you that for the 3rd year running, 4th year overall, Grey County has been named to the Global Smart 21 Communities for 2025. This is an award and an acknowledgement that every one of us shares. All departments in Grey County were part of this application. Many of our municipalities and community partners were part of the application. So we always talk about how it takes a village, to raise our community and to encourage our people. And that is what this application is all about. And I think that's part of the reason why we've been so drawn to intelligent community forums over the last several years, because it really is a whole of community approach. We're looking at how all of the pieces come together, how all of the players come together to make sure that nobody is left behind. And that's something that Grey County has long been committed to, and it's how we are building community together. So I wanted to take a minute to congratulate you all on this recognition. It's very well deserved, and it's something that we will certainly continue on in our work and continue to celebrate. So congratulations, County Council.
Thank you, Savannah. It's exciting indeed to be recognized like that. Any other news and celebrations? Okay, not seeing any. We have one motion left for our council meeting. Someone move that we adjourn. Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Pringle. All those in favor? That is carried. We'll just take a minute to let Rob switch us over to committee of the whole.